Another reason to know the Vizrt language and commands is to be able to create external control to send data and commands to Vizrt. So some people like to write their own control program to send commands to Vizrt. Depending on your situation, you may need your own control device. Now, Vizrt also provides these, such as Vizrt Trio, and there's also another one that they provide within the installation of Vizrt Artist that you can use to test your commands and how you send them to the Vizrt Artist. And the application is called Viz Send. So if you just go into your computer, start typing Viz Send or look for Viz Send, it will come with your application of Vizrt Artist. Now, Viz Send acts as an external control program in that you can issue your raw commands to it, sending them to the engine to affect the scene. So to give you an example what we are talking about here, we have our Viz Send app set up right here. And what we're going to do is go into Vizrt Artist. We're going to turn it from an artist machine to an on-air machine by clicking the on-air button here. So this turns it into the Vizrt Engine. We're going to use the Viz Send app to send a couple of commands to here. First, what we want to do is connect the Viz Send app, and we're just going to hit the little connect button here. We go to host, localhost. We're just going to hit connect. Since I'm using everything on the same machine, we're at localhost. And this window down here is where we can issue commands. So just as we typed in the show commands window and in the action script keyframes earlier, we can type the exact same things within this command window and have it affect our design. Rather than going through and typing everything, what we've done is put it on a notepad, and you can see that I've got a couple of things typed out here. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy my first line and come into my command line and paste that. Now you can see we have something slightly different here in that we are eliminating the reference to any scene, and we're just using render, or rend in this case, short for render. So we just need to type in rend, and followed by our command, we can hit send, and instead of sending the same variable, it would help if we change it a little bit. We'll just hit send again, and you can see that it changed that variable. So once more, we'll just type in another number, and it's sending those commands. You can see down below, and when you do send it, how it issues that command and tell you whether or not it was sent successfully. So we could come in one by one individually to change these commands here. Here you can see we have another text that we want to change. So if you wanted to change the name of this player here, we could just come in and send a new name there. Likewise, we've got a couple other examples that we could use. So we have our flag. If we wanted to change the flag, again, we would need to know the path of the flag or the image that we want to get or put within our graphic. And we showed you how to find that in the previous tutorial. We'll hit send, and it sends a new flag right there. We just have a couple additional ones here. We had a text that we want to send, and then we also have a material that we want to change on those text lines. So rather than do it individually, one by one, what we can do is create a quick little script to send this everything. And since I have everything typed out within a notepad here, what I'm going to do is just save this, and then we're going to use this script within Viz Send. So I have it in my notepad. I'm just going to go ahead and click File, Save As, and we're going to give it any name. I'm just going to give it the same name as my notepad, but instead of calling it text, we're just going to call it .cmd for command. So we have a document now called multi-one command. I'm going to hit save. We'll close this. We'll come into our Viz Send app here. Let's move it up here. We're going to clear everything out of here, and rather than issuing one command this time, we're going to come up here and say script. And here's that multi-one command that we just saved off of our notepad. We're going to click on that, and we're going to run it. And you can see that we got 2 errors on that. So we go back and change that. The script ran and issued each one of these commands through it, and if it found an error, it warned us. So that way we can go back into your text document again, and we know where we omitted part of our text here. So we just need to come back, and we can put set right there, and we could put set right there. We omitted those two things to show you the errors. And now if we come back and hit File, and we want to overwrite that command document that we just did, so we're going to do a Save As again, and we're going to type multi-one command. We're going to save that. Now we're going to come back into Viz Send again. We're going to clear all of our previous scripts that we sent. We're going to invoke our script again, come into multi-command. We're going to say open, and you can see that it issued those command. Now it would have been best if we actually changed these things. So let's go ahead and resave it again. We'll go ahead and just type in a new name, Jerry South, let's say. He's number 6 with a record of 17 and 7. We want to change some of these numbers or color variables here, so we'll just type in some random numbers. We'll come up with a new country here, type in and say he's from Brazil. We're going to go File, Save As, the multi-one command again. We'll hit Save. We'll come back into our Viz Send. We'll clear everything. We're going to issue this script again. We're going to click on the script button, send multi-command, open it, and now you see that it sent a command to each one of these, and it affected our bar design. So that's another way you can use the Vizrt command language when using external control.